So guys, today we will be taking the current top 14 NBA players and we will be trading them using a random wheel to the worst 14 teams in the NBA, the non-playoff teams, and we will simulate a season and playoff simulation here at NBA 2K22. And this simulation is going to be so interesting, I can't wait to see who's going to win it. So guys, go sit down, go relax, go grab your favorite snack, and let's get right into this simulation. Here we go. We are now on the most famous wheel here in Halftime Reductions, and as you see, these are the current top 14 players in NBA 2K22, and the 14 non-playoff teams are on this wheel. And we'll begin with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he will be going to the OKC Thunder. And so many people think Giannis is the best player in the NBA right now. I mean, he probably is, but this guy LeBron James, I feel like he still is the best player in the NBA. And for today's simulation, he's going to be going from the LA Lakers to the Houston Rockets, and up next we have Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets. Not the best first round, but honestly not the worst. We've seen some worse playoff performances. And now at number 4, Joel Embiid of the 76ers. So the 76ers won't get any superstars in today's simulation. Now Joel Embiid will be going to the LA Lakers, replacing LeBron. So how will the Lakers do? And now we got Steph Curry up next. Which team will Curry be going to? It will be the Sacramento Kings, joining De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. So an interesting team. He stays in the same division, and here comes the Joker, the former MVP, and he's headed to the Detroit Pistons. This is going to be interesting. How will he do with Cade Cunningham? Can they be a great duo? We're going to have to find out today's simulation. And yes, injuries are turned off. Kawhi Leonard's in the simulation, and he's going from the Clippers to the Portland Trail Blazers. And now we got Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, number 8. And I'm not going to lie, guys, Luka Doncic is a top 5 NBA player at the moment. I want to see if you guys agree with me or disagree with me, but he's going to the LA Clippers, a team that he played twice in the NBA playoffs. And here's John Morant, a superstar in the making, and he's going to the Orlando Magic. I don't have Morant in my top 5, but he might get there in the next couple years. And now Anthony Davis is up next, and Anthony Davis will be going to the Charlotte Hornets. And so we continue on Jimmy Butler. He's having a great NBA playoffs this season, but the Miami Heat, I'm not gonna lie, they have a cupcake schedule. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Celtics fan, but they win them against the Atlanta Hawks, who are not that good in my opinion. And now the 76ers without Joel Embiid, and Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets will be going to the San Antonio Spurs. And now we have 2 players left. Notice that James Harden isn't in the top 15. I took him out. I don't think James Harden's a top 15 player. I'm just gonna be honest. But now we got Devin Booker going to the New York Knicks. He will be remaining in that orange jersey. And Jayson Tatum at number 14, 91 overall, should be a 97, and he will be going to the Indiana Pacers. Okay, I might have been lying, but listen, guys, let's get to the NBA rosters and some of this season. So here we go. We are now on the NBA 2K22. I just felt the rosters according to the draft wheel, and it's gonna be interesting to see teams like the 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks without their best player. Can they make the playoffs, and how far can they go? And for the non-playoff teams that now got a superstar like KD, can the Cavs go to the NBA Finals? It's gonna be a fun, interesting simulation. But guys, shout out to the people in the last 2K simulation who showed love up on the screen. Make sure you comment down below your predictions for today's simulation and like the video as well. You guys are seriously all the goats. I appreciate all the support as always. And again, injuries are turned off for today's simulation, so you will be seeing Ben Simmons, Kawhi Leonard, Jamal Murray. I just think it's more fun with the injuries turned off, as we see Anthony Davis down the Charlotte Hornets. And I have an interesting question for you guys. I just looked at the LA Clippers roster, and I forgot that Paul George is on the LA Clippers, and he is not a top 15 player according to 2K. Do you guys think that Paul George is a top 15 player in the NBA right now? Let me know down below. It's actually a very interesting question because when healthy, Paul George is an absolute stud. I mean, he can score, he can play both ends, but let me know down below your guys' thoughts on that. And look at this, Ben Simmons, he's got to carry this Brooklyn Nets team all by himself. And for the Denver Nuggets, no more MVP. Jokic is off the team. And the Indiana Pacers, this is an interesting roster. Jayson Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. And the Pelicans, they do get Zion Williamson back with CeeDee McCollum, Ingram, and of course Grand Theft Auto. But man, how about these NBA playoffs this season? I mean, the talent in the NBA is absolutely insane. You have the 8-seeded Pelicans who went up against the Suns and took them to 6 games. I mean, the talent, again, I'm gonna keep saying it, it's insane. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but 5 to 10 years ago, most of the teams, we figure we're gonna win one. But now you got teams like the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Celtics, then you got the Sixers, the Grizzlies. They have players that can win them series and potentially get to the championship. It's just so much fun to watch. And today's video I really like as well because you have the top 14 players going to the worst 14 teams. I mean, how much impact would this have in the league as we get to the end of the rosters here? Jimmy Butler now in the Washinton Wizards. But guys, let's simulate to the end of the season to see what happens. And so Giannis Antetokounmpo goes to the OKC Thunder, wins another MVP, 28 points, 12 rebounds. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year for the Pistons. Andre Drummond, I mean, this guy is juiced on 2K, 6th man of the year for the Brooklyn Nets. Antetokounmpo, defensive player of the year, but look at the league leader in points. No Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, 31 a game. I definitely did not expect Jaylen Brown to be leading the league in points, but they're the top 9 points per game leaders. Assists per game, Ben Simmons, oh my goodness, look at his stats. He's actually played very well for the Nets without KD, Kyrie, 21 points, and he had 9 assists per game. And how about Joel Embiid with 14.5 rebounds per game? We see Gobert, Capella, Antetokounmpo, Jokic, Sabonis is in there, as well as Andre Drummond at number 9. And now we get to the NBA standings in the East. How about the Atlanta Hawks taking the 1 seed? Then we got the Hornets with Anthony Davis, Jayson Tatum, and the Pacers, the Magic, the Wizards, the Bulls, and the play-in tournament teams, the Cavs, Raptors, Bucks, and the Brooklyn Nets. As the Miami Heat miss out with Jimmy Butler, the Pistons almost make the postseason with a joker, and Boston, Philadelphia, and New York do not make the postseason. How about that? And as we move to the Western Conference, the Pelicans fully healthy take the 1 seed. Then we got the Utah Jazz, the Kings with Steph Curry, the Thunder with Giannis, and then we got the Clippers, Suns, and the play-in tournament teams, the Blazers with Kawhi, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, and the Timberwolves, as the Lakers miss out. And then LeBron James and his Houston Rockets don't make it. The Mavericks and the Denver Nuggets also finish last in the West. And now we enter the postseason. For today's simulation, we have to simulate the play-in tournament first to get to the actual playoff simulation. So there are the teams in the West for the play-in tournament. It should be a lot of fun. And guys, now we're going to go to the East to see the teams in the Eastern Conference play-in tournament. Again, we're going to simulate these games live here in NBA 2K22 to see which teams will make the playoffs. So guys, go sit down, go relax, and let's begin this play-in tournament. Here we go. So we begin in the West play-in tournament. In the 7-8 game, we'll go to the Portland Blazers with Kawhi Leonard and Damian Lillard as they take down the Memphis Grizzlies without John Morant, and they will now take the 7th seed in the West. And now, guys, we head to Golden State where the Warriors have a 1-point lead against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the loser of this game will be eliminated from the postseason. Here we go. It's Karl Towns against the rookie. Now he goes up to D'Angelo Russell, the screen. Russell gets around. Russell has some space. D'Angelo Russell on the drive, and he scores. Only if he can do that in the first round against the Grizzlies. But anyways, he gives the Timberwolves a 1-point lead in this 9-10 game. Here we go. Which team will move on to play the Grizzlies for the 8th seed? Look at Jordan Poole to Wiseman, and he misses the bunny rebound, and the Timberwolves will go to the line up by 1 point. Oh, look at this. Towns going at it, but he makes the first free throw, but he misses the second. Here we go. The Warriors down by 2. No timeout, shot clock off. Their season on the line. Jordan Poole, can he step up with the replacement of Steph Curry? Around the screen, Poole now goes back to Wiseman. He missed a moment ago. This for overtime. He missed again, and the Timberwolves will hold on, and they will move up in the play-in tournament. And for the Warriors, their season will come to an end right here. And for the Timberwolves, they can't win 2 in a row as they will lose to the Memphis Grizzlies in the 8th seed game. So Memphis will win 115-92, and they will now take the 8th seed in the Western Conference. And now, guys, it is time to head to the Eastern Conference play-in tournament. Here we go. The 7-8 game will come down the wire in Toronto. And look at Durant. He's taking LeBron James' 23 number in Cleveland, and he misses the jumper. And this is a tie game. Which team will advance to the NBA playoffs? Here we go. It's Van Vliet against Darius Garland. 30 seconds. Van Vliet the drive, pull up, and he missed it. Rebound Mobley. And each team can't buy a bucket late in this game as it goes to Durant. And Durant wisely takes it back out, defended by the big fella. What does he have to offer? Can he give the Cavaliers a win and advance them to the 7th seed in the East? And these fans in Toronto are on their feet, chain defense, and the mismatch in the paint. Mobley against Van Vliet puts it in. Cavs lead by 2 under 7 seconds. No timeouts for the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet down by 2. Portland moves on Garland. Van Vliet takes the 3. Bang! Oh my goodness, Fred Van Vliet, Player of the Year. Are you serious? And the game's over in Toronto. Van Vliet wins at the buzzer, and the Raptors will take the 7th seed in the East, and the Cavaliers are in disbelief. What a shot in the biggest moment. And so without Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Milwaukee Bucks will go down in the play-in tournament as they go against the Brooklyn Nets and lose 111-110 in the 9-10 game. Look at Ben Simmons putting this Brooklyn Nets team on his back to move on, but now they will go up against the Cavaliers, and they are down by 2 as Okoro's at the line, and he missed it. The Brooklyn Nets have a chance to send this game to overtime or win the game, and the Bulls and the hands of Ben Simmons with a chance to do something great right now. Simmons looking around. He's going to go to Curry. Curry with two. Curry the jumper. Off the glass, and it's no good. And he falls to his knees. And so KD beats his former team to move to the NBA playoffs. Guys, that play-in tournament was insane, but now we have the 16-team official playoff bracket for today's simulation. Who's going to take home the championship? You guys see all the teams. Let me know down below. It is your last chance to make your predictions. All these games are simulated live here in NBA 2K22. So sit down, sit back, relax. The road to the finals begins here in the first round. So let's go. So Fred VanVleet sends the Raptors to the playoffs with a game winner in the play-in tournament, but they get in the first round. They will get swept by the Hornets with Anthony Davis 127-120, your final game 4, and the Raptors season will come to an end in the first round. And we have a tight game 5 in Indiana where the Pacers are trying to beat the Bulls in 5. Look at Tatum to TJ Warren, and is that TJ Warren? We haven't seen him since the bubble, and he gives the Pacers a 2-point lead with under 40 seconds to go in overtime. And for the Chicago Bulls, they're trying to keep their season alive and force a Game 6 as Zach LaVine. Oh my goodness, he gets up and throws it down to tie the game. Zach LaVine rises up on the rack attack, double clutch. Oh my goodness, and we got some dunks going on right now in Indiana. It is still tied up, 30 seconds to go in OT. It's Jayson Tatum against DeRozan, 127-127. These fans are on their feet. Tatum, what does he have to offer? The screen from Turner rises. Puts it in! Jayson Tatum for 3! Indiana leads by 3 points, under 20 seconds. Season on the line for the Bulls. Here's Zach LaVine, defended by Buddy Hield. Gets in the paint, the jumper, front rim, rebound, and that might just do it. Tyrese Halliburton at the line, and a free throw he would most likely end this series. And he's got the first one, and Indiana is looking to move on, and they will get it done. They will beat the Bulls in 5 games behind Jayson Tatum's heroics. And we will now head to Utah where the Blazers as the 7th seed will take care of the Jazz in 5 games. How about this upset? Kawhi and Damian Lillard beat the Jazz in 5, and they will move on as a 7th seed. And now we have a game in New Orleans. It is the number 1 seed Pelicans who take down the Grizzlies in 5 games as well. And now the Pelicans are looking to advance to the NBA Finals in the simulation as they are now just 1 step closer in the tournament. And now it's the Washinton Wizards and the Orlando Magic battling down to the wire here in Game 6. 38 seconds. The Magic are down the series. Suggs for the lead, and it won't go. Rebound Jimmy Butler, the Wizards looking to win this series here at home. Neto gonna throw the oop, and it's out of bounds. What is he thinking? Oh my goodness, that was a horrible turnover. Timeout Magic, and they will get the ball down by 2. Jalen Suggs trying to get the Magic to go to 7. He's on the drive. Suggs up in the foul. Oh my goodness, he scores on Bradley Beal, and he will go to the line and a chance to take the lead. I'm surprised they're not going to John Morant right now in the clutch, and Jalen Suggs misses the free throw. Oh my goodness, and now they need to stop or their season will come to an end. And for the Washington Wizards, they have a chance to win this series as they find Bradley Beal underneath, and he scoops and scores on the baseline. Under 15 seconds, season on the line for the Magic, down by 2. They were just in this situation. Will they go back to Jalen Suggs, or will John Morant have the ball? Right now it's Jalen Suggs, shot clock off. 5 seconds, defended by Beal. Here comes the screen from Wendell Carter Jr., the 3 in the win. Off the mark, and the Wizards hold on in 6, and they will take down Orlando. And now they will move on to the conference semifinals as John Morant and the Magic season comes to an end. As we now head out to Phoenix in 6 games, it is the Kings over the defending Western Conference champions. So Steph Curry and the Sacramento Kings are on a roll, and they will enter the second round. And so Chris Paul and his Suns are now going home. And in the first of 2 Game 7s, we see the 8 seed Cavaliers from the play-in tournament with Durant go and take down the 1 seeded Atlanta Hawks in the East, and they win in 7. How about this upset? Cleveland will move on. And now the last series of the first round, Game 7, LA versus OKC. Luka puts in the jumper to give the Clippers a 1-point lead. 40 seconds to go. Winner go home here in OKC. It's Antetokounmpo. He's the defending Finals MVP. Going against Doncic. Getting open for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Paul George. And the Clippers trying to extend the lead here late in Game 7. It's Luka Doncic, defended by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He goes up with the left hand, and it's off the rim. No good. And now OKC has another chance to take the lead. It's Antetokounmpo. You gotta go to Antetokounmpo right now. He can't get the ball up. He has to drive and take it himself. As we are now under 10 seconds, these fans nervously on their feet. The screen, Antetokounmpo on Morris. 3 seconds on Antetokounmpo. He's gonna go to the rim. He sounds for the jumper. It's no good. And so the LA Clippers with Luka Doncic and Paul George will take down OKC and Giannis Antetokounmpo in 7 games in the very first round. And so now we enter the conference semifinals. How about the upsets in the first round? We see the 7-seeded Blazers move on as well as the 8-seeded Cavaliers. But guys, I hope your favorite team is still in it, because without further ado, we're going to simulate this round and see which teams will make the conference finals. So let's go. So the LA Clippers have now taken on the number 1 seed in the Western Conference in 5 games. Down go the Pelicans 136-117. Luka Doncic and Paul George are ruling for the LA Clippers. And now we'll be moving on to Washington. It is the Wizards over the 8-seeded Cavaliers with KD. So Washington with Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal are looking to make a championship run today as they knock off the Cavaliers here in 5 games. And we'll now enter Game 7 in Sacramento, all tied up with 40 seconds. Steph Curry versus Damian Lillard and Kawhi Leonard. Look at Curry, the pull-up, and he sticks it. Sacramento goes up by 2 here at home, and they're looking to move on in the conference finals. Here's Kawhi Leonard back in action. Who will they go to, Kawhi or Dame? Let's see. Kawhi, step back, doesn't happen. Josh Hart, Winslow back to Kawhi Leonard, defended by Sabonis. Now to Josh Hart, and they see a mismatch they like. It's Nurkic against Barnes with the left, and he scores, and we're all even once again. And this time the shot clock is turned off. And if you have watched any simulations prior to this, you know that Stephen Curry is a glitch on 2K, and if you're the Blazers, you have to know that. You gotta get the ball at Steph Curry's hands. 5 seconds, here we go. A chance to win the series. Curry, step back, bang! Stephen Curry does it again. He gets open and he makes it. Here's Leonard at the buzzer. It's off the mark, and the Sacramento Kings will beat the Blazers in 7 games to move on. I mean, Stephen Curry, a human glitch on 2K, and once again, he hits a game winner to move on. And now we'll head to Charlotte. It is the Hornets with Anthony Davis over the Pistons with Jayson Tatum as he knocks in a 3 here, but it doesn't matter. The Hornets are ruling, and they'll move on to play the Washinton Wizards in the Eastern Conference Finals as they win Game 7, 110-127. And so we have 4 teams remaining. The Kings with Steph Curry against Luka Doncic and the Clippers. Then we got the Hornets with Anthony Davis against Jimmy Butler and the Washington Wizards. So guys, we're going to find out which 2 teams will move to the NBA Finals. So sit down, sit back, relax, and let's go. We enter the conference finals in the East, and look at the Hornets. They will go down the Washington Wizards in 5 games, and I'm surprised. I didn't think the Wizards with Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal would make it this far, but now they're going to the NBA Finals with a 5-game series win over Anthony Davis and the Charlotte Hornets. And we'll now go to a Game 6 in LA. It is the Clippers down by 1 to the Sacramento Kings, but the Clippers have a 3-2 series lead. Doncic puts in a 3 to give the Clippers a 2-point lead. Oh my goodness, and the Clippers are trying to go to the finals, as here is Steph Curry. He's been amazing all simulation long. Curry finds a weapon, Sabonis, who throws it down, and we're all tied up 134-134. Game 6, 37 seconds in LA. And I mean, what a battle we got going on right now between these 2 superstars, Doncic and Curry. As Doncic around the screen, Doncic throws it down. 5 points in a row for Luka, and he gives the Clippers a 2-point lead. And these fans are on their feet. They're up by 2. But here comes Stephen Curry, who's coming off a Game 7 game winner. As he's defended by Doncic, finds an open DiVincenzo for 3. Puts it in. Sacramento takes the lead, and the Clippers will use their last timeout, down by 120 seconds to go here in Game 6. Will we have a Game 7 in Sacramento? Let's find out right now. Doncic against Curry. He can't be stopped. He has 5 unanswered. Doncic against Sabonis to spin with the left. Oh my goodness. Luka magic. 7 in a row, and the Clippers now lead once again. And here comes Steph Curry looking to do one of his human glitches again. He drives, opens DiVincenzo. He missed it. Oh my goodness. It would have counted for the win, and I can't believe it. He just made it a moment ago as MVP chants rain down for Luka in LA, and this one is most likely over unless there's a miracle for Curry at the buzzer. No good. What a game, what a series, and the Clippers will beat the Sacramento Kings with Steph Curry in 6 games. I mean, unbelievable game, one of the games of the year. 2 teams remain. We got the Wizards with Jimmy Butler against Luka Doncic and Paul George on the Clippers. A best-of-7 series to determine the winner of today's simulation. I mean, it's been unreal to this point. So guys, sit down, sit back, relax, go grab your favorite sack, and let's see who's going to take on the championship. And the Wizards are down by 3, looking to force overtime in Game 4. It's Bradley Beal, air ball, and the LA Clippers have swept the Washinton Wizards in the NBA Finals to win the championship, as well as the simulation. Luka Doncic gets his first trophy. I mean, what a simulation. So many wild games in the play-in tournament to the playoffs as they were celebrating in LA as the Clippers defeat the Wizards in 4 games, and they were the king of the hill. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. You guys are seriously all the GOATs. I read every single one of your comments as Luka Doncic wins your Finals MVP. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's Halftime Productions, and we out.